All right, we good. We got the YouTube channel running up now, so we good. So I gave you the breakdown of who Alpo is. If you're not familiar with who Alpo is or was, you can always revert back to the YouTube. Just put in Alpo Harlem, and all the videos will come up. So we left with Alpo, the bad business associate that killed this man's. Alpo, the rat, has now gone to DC. I mean, Alpo, the rat, he went to DC, ratted on niggas in DC. So now Alpo is locked up. But he's getting out. He know he's getting out. He shouldn't get out. Alpo should have life, but he knows he's getting out because he ratted. So now let's get into the fun facts of how Alpo got murdered. Because the streets have no expiration date on ratting. Let's be very clear. Because not only did you rat on Wayne Perry, you ratted on everybody that was connected to Wayne Perry. Because once Wayne Perry goes down, every mouth that Wayne Perry was feeding is now hungry. Every mouth of everybody you ratted on is now hungry. So not only did you rat on the people you ratted on, you destroyed families along the way. But Alpo now gets out. Alpo gets out under witness protection. He's a government informant. He goes to Maine. Alpo was in Maine and he was working at a store where people didn't recognize him. You know, a bunch of people not of his culture, not of his community, so they wasn't recognizing him. This is maybe a year or two Alpo was working up in Maine, being a regular guy, being a government informant. Now let's be very clear. In Maine is a totally different culture, totally different community, totally different people. They do not know this man. So now Alpo is getting bored. He's getting bored. It's like, yo, this Maine shit cool, but, I'm ready to get outside. I want to be outside. Alpo went so far as to make videos talking about how he's outside. So outside that he actually went so far as to make a video to letting people know where he dropped off Rich Porter's body and how the murder actually went down, detail for detail. Big shouts out to any of the Porter family. I know this is probably a tough thing, but we got to get into it. So he makes the video about detailing for detail how he killed Rich Porter and where he dropped the body and all that. Cool. So now Alpo is moving around Harlem. There's a bunch of videos, a bunch of pictures coming up showing Alpo in Harlem talking crazy. And one of the videos, he's with a brother named Unique. Unique is a legend in the hood. But in that video, Alpo is speaking to how he feels about people depicting him as a rat. And what he says is, I'm not promoting being a rat. I'm promoting doing what you gotta do. I know guys who are locked up 50 and 60 years, and what they tell me is, yo, do what you gotta do. These are the type of videos and the message that he was putting out after being a rat. So now he's getting real comfortable. There's more and more pictures and more videos of Alpo just moving around Harlem like everything is good. So we come to Halloween night, 2021. Well, Halloween morning, really. Halloween Eve, but it's really Halloween morning. Because it happened 3:20 in the morning. And the news will tell you, this is where you're going to get the real facts. The news will tell you it went down on 147th Street and 8th Avenue. No, that's where it ended. Where it went down was actually at a little club. I'm not going to say the name of the club because I'm not trying to put no extra nothing on nobody. You know what I'm saying? We just talking about the real facts here. But it actually went down on 151st and 8th. Now, if you're familiar with Harlem at all, you already know. If you know, you know. It's a little spot. It's not a spot where the young folks go. It's kind of a spot where the older heads be at on 151st and 8th. He was in there. Some rumor says that he was at a chick's crib. Nah, it wasn't even none of that. He was leaving the after hours, 3:20 in the morning, maybe like 3 in the morning. He was leaving the after hours. Alpo was leaving the after hours 3 in the morning, maybe, like 3 in the morning on 151st and 8th. So he's leaving out the after hours. Now, an argument ensued while he was in the after hours. Alpo was in the after hours, and the argument breaks out. Now, whatever happened in that argument, whether it was about the past, the present, or the future, it's not important. But an argument breaks out. Within that argument, Alpo makes it to his whip. They decide to jump in their whip and they dumping on him. So as they dumping on Poe, Alpo is driving down A5. If you from Harlem, you already know. He on 151st trying to get uptown. Downtown. He on 151st trying to get downtown. So they busting at him. They clip him. And in that, they hitting cars. Alpo's truck is hitting their car. They flying down 8th. So from 51st to about 49th, they shooting at Poe. They trying to give it to him. They hit him. Bang. Got him. All right. So they swerve. Poe, rumor has it, is trying to make it to the precinct at this point. If you from Harlem, you already know. Precinct right there on 478th. So Alpo gets hit up between 151st and 49th and starts making it. He gets hit up on 151st and starts making his way to the precinct on 47th. But by the time he get to 49th, they jump off him and they move off the shooters. The shooters jump off him and move off. So Alpo is in the after hours in Harlem where you ratted on niggas, where you killed the biggest dude from Harlem. You in the after hours chilling like it's sweet. Now it's rumors that secretly deep down this is what he wanted. There's audio. Shouts out to Queen's Flip. You can slide the Queen's Flip page. It's audio breaking it down, letting the people know that when asked, yo, why are you moving around Harlem? Why are you moving around these places where you know people got a deep hatred for you? Why are you there? And his response is, yo, death is going to come when it comes. I'm okay with my expiration date. I'm comfortable with that. Okay. So we got Poe on 151st, leaving out the after hours, 3 in the morning. Gets into an argument with who knows about who knows what. Shots rang out. He's hit. He tries to make it to the precinct. Literally crashes right on the same block as the precinct and dies. So, what do we know? For right now, ain't nobody claiming it. Ain't nobody, crazy enough to do that because ain't nobody trying to go to jail. But the streets is making it clear, man. The streets is making it very, very clear what's acceptable and what's not. Don't let that Tekashi 6ix9ine foolery fool you. Trust me. The streets is letting it be known what's going on. Now, let's go deeper into the Poe thing before we start breaking down emotional intelligence and how this plays a role. Alpo is a guy who ratted on the hood, murdered one of the biggest homies from the hood, and came back to the hood. Alpo had money. Again, when his ID, let's get back into fun facts. Stay locked in. Make sure you hit that share because you know I'm dropping the science. Alpo, it took so long to ID Alpo after he got hit because of all of his ID, insurance, registration was under the name Abraham. Why is that? He's a government informant. Obviously, he has an alternate identity. So a lot of places where he's going, if you don't recognize him from face, if you an older cat that don't got a phone in your hand, if you an older cat that hasn't seen a recent picture of Poe, and his ID don't say Albert Martinez, you're not going to peep that that's who it is. And let's be very clear, a lot of people in Harlem did not know that man was running around Harlem until after the fact. This became known when all the videos started dropping on YouTube. It wasn't like word was in the street, word was in the street that Poe home. But it wasn't no word on the street, Poe be at, or Poe be over. Nah, it was never that. It be the nigga be gone, and then rumor come around, you heard that was Poe on the motorcycle? Yo, the nigga that was just on the motorcycle, that's Poe? That's how that would go. So let's be very clear. He wasn't at no shorty's crib. It wasn't no none of that. They trying to say it was a government hit. No. If you from Harlem, you know. He was at the little old head spot on 151st and 8th. This is all, alleged, whatever you gotta say, I'm saying that. But he was on 151st and 8th, and this is all over YouTube, so Dave ain't giving up nothing. I'm just making sure my people is in tune with the facts. Make sure you hit that share button, boy. It's your boy Suave God. 151st and 8th at the old after hours joint that only the old heads be at for real. If a young boy is at that after hours, he probably selling cocaine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to. I probably said too much. But it's an after hours on 151st and 8th B. He got in an argument there. Who knows with who for what reason? Once that argument ensued, it spilled outside. He actually made it to his whip, but they messed around and they started blicking at him on 51st. And he was blicking at him until 49th. Then he made his way and crashed by the precinct and expired. It took so long to ID him because, again, Alpo is was a government informant. Government informant. So his IDs, his registration, his insurance cards, all of those things were in a different name. Well, once his body was ID'd by his family, obviously, of course, people know who he is. When people saw him when it went down at 3:30, people know who he is. So the lesson here is, listen, if you're going to play outside, if you're going to be outside, what they call an outside, and if you don't know what outside mean, this message is not for you. You got to take what come with it. If you rolling with a crew, a team, a group, when lies and distrust and bull come in between that team, a group, or crew, you got to handle that as gentlemen, as men. Because these men that we getting money with, changing our families' lives, taking our families to Disney World and taking our families shopping, and when it's your birthday, popping bottles, that's a bond right there, fam. I don't care if I knew you 2 days or 20 minutes or 20 years. Alpo likes to say because he knew Rich Porter for 2 years, it was okay that he killed him because he lied about the price of bricks. First of all, we don't even know if he lied about the price of bricks. And sometimes you got to just use your mind. Why am I lie about the price of bricks and we selling 100 keys a week? Why am I lie? We sell 100 keys. This is what they cost. It's no need to lie, fam. But the story is I smoked him because he lied about the price of the bricks. Stop it. You don't get to kill OG because he lied about the price of the bricks. Let's be clear, Poe came from the east side, man. The east side, I'm an east side, west side guy. I'm good on the east, the west, I'm good in Harlem. But I say that to say, if you are OG on the west, that don't mean you are OG on the east. So for a dude to be able to come from the east and get busy on the west, I had to sanction that. And for you to smoke my boots because you felt like I was lying, or even if I was lying, that's wild and that's out of order. Nazi said he was getting too big. Absolutely. You see, this is a syndrome of getting money. You could take somebody that was broke and in the gutter. I'm not saying Alpo was broke in the gutter before he met Rich Porter. Alpo was already doing numbers on the East. But what I'm saying is, you could take somebody from nothing to something. And the whole way from nothing to something, they're going to be grateful and they're going to love you. But once they become something, two things could happen. They could look back and say, yo, without you, I would never be something. Or they could look back and say, yo, I did this. Yeah, you put me on, but without me doing what I did, man, this would have never even shook like that. But I was shaking before you got here. So, Poe got a little big for his britches. Felt like somebody was lying to him or you know, something to that effect, and felt like he got to smoke the homie. And that's not how it works. That's not how it works outside. We do business, especially at the top. We do business as gentlemen. That thing got to be sanctioned. You got to come to the table and get a green light for that thing to go through. And that's why karma is one of the greatest powers in the world. You see, not only did you smoke my boots, you took and dumped my body on the side of the road by the beach. It's honor and everything. You could kill a man with honor. Right? You could kill a man with honor. Yo, I had to smoke your boots, but I ain't gonna leave no wounds on your face or anywhere where somebody could see you. I'm gonna leave you where they can find you quickly. Listen, it's honor and everything. But if you just smoke me, you hit me mad times, or you dump me on the side of the road by the beach, my guy, there's no honor in what you're doing. And this is why, while you leave in the after hours, some situation pops off. And because you who you are, everybody assumes you was with a chick. And that's what got you caught up. That only speaks to the type of guy you was. First word comes out is, oh, he was probably leaving a chick crib. Nah, let's be very clear. Let's be very clear. It wasn't even about that. Poe had the issue of I love the limelight. You see, Instagram and Facebook wasn't around when OG was moving around. So now that Instagram and Facebook is out, he got to start seeing himself on the Instagram and Facebook and started feeling that fake love. He thought the views was because they loved him. He thought the views was because they was rocking with him. It was never that. The views wasn't because they loved you, fam. The views was because they was watching you. And that's the lesson in this, bro. As big tough as Alpo was talking in all them videos, as big tough as Alpo was talking about how he can move around, when they hit you up, when they caught you slipping, what the young boy said, when they caught you lacking, you was headed to the precinct. You was headed to your big homies. And that's not to send shots. That's just, you know, all of us have had, not all of us, some of us have had a past life outside or inside or whatever, bro. And when you've been a part of that, a part of a crew, a team, a unit, rats, man, they really get you tight because you know how much is on the line, bro. You know how much is on the line. Every time you go outside to go chase this bag, every time you put yourself in a situation in an effort to make the crew stronger and be better, the thought of somebody in this crew willing to go and tell the Federonis what's going on here is bananas. We all taking the same risk. We all living the life. We all doing our part. You got caught up. And 9 times out of 10, when people getting caught up, it's because they lacking. They out of order. So you gonna ratatouille on the whole crew? Nah, son. Nah. Those type of guys deserve exactly what they get, man. And that's not in a nasty way or cold-hearted or a nasty, disgusting kind of way. Let's be clear, man. You don't get to smoke a business associate that you got millions with over a supposed lie. You don't get to do that. You don't get to, you know what I'm saying, run around smoking people, run to DC, hire you a hitman because you big dog. And I'm from Harlem. But I had to grow up all day, every day hearing about, all the legendary that Harlem done did, all the Skrilla we done made, all the power fashion moves we done made. We always had to hear about the rats. No matter what happened, we had to hear about the Nicky Bonds. We had to hear about the what's this nigga name? Alpo. We had to hear about the rats. And this is why it's so disheartening, because we are the land of getting money. AZ wasn't no rat. Rich wasn't no rat. Gangsta Lou wasn't no rat. Fritz wasn't no rat. Ace wasn't no rat. Bogart wasn't no rat. Yo, Nas, get out of my life. I'm about to block you. No, I said rats come from Harlem. I'm about to block you. Stop playing with me. Leo, I see you on the live. King, Kate, I see you on the live. John Doe, Young God, I see you on the live. Kevin Allen, I see you on the live. You know the vibes, y'all. What's up, Trey? I see you on the live, y'all. Angie, I see you in the live. You know the vibes, man. We breaking down this Alpo snitchation. We breaking down this Alpo snitchation. So, again, you don't get to run around, acting up, smoking your mans because you thought he lied or you say he lied. You don't get to rat on the hood, rat on out of town. You don't get to just do that. It don't work like that. And just because karma, you heard Young God, OD karma. Because it happened in the nastiest way. You up on, the news is going to tell you he got clipped on 4 Sav. That's not facts. He was on 51st and 8th in the Little John, little after hours situation trying to get right. Argument started. They blickied on him. And I question if they even knew who it was. I'm going to be G real with you. For real, I feel like OG was moving around so illy out here, they probably didn't even know who he was. I think he just got beside himself in the wrong spot at the wrong time and didn't know the streets is outside. But then again, you got the flip side. If we all seen the pictures of the truck, the bullets in the windshield. Listen, man, them bullets is tightly gripped like this. When I say that, what I mean is, imagine my eyes, my nose, and my mouth as bullet wounds in the window. This is the window, and my eyes, my nose, and my mouth is the shots. 2, 3, 4, right? That tight of a group is a marksman. That tight of a grouping of shooting ain't no hood dude just coming through. Oh, letting it go. That's some real, No, excuse me. That's some real, you know what I'm saying? So, that's a whole nother flip side to it. But, from what we do know, what we can speak about, listen, man. Ratting and running around, letting your gun fly for reasons that don't make sense will only lead you here. And again, shouts out to the hood, man. Shouts out to whoever. Whether if it was government conspiracy or if it was the hood. Shouts out. Because it just puts in the back of minds, this ratting shit ain't that cool. How many blocks we go on, how many hoods we be in, son come outside, but when he go in the building, everybody like, hey, that nigga be telling, yo, nah, chill, don't. What the fuck? Then how is he outside? What is this? You know what I'm saying? We got to cut the bully. You know what I'm saying? So, listen. When it comes down to it, man, you got to be clear about the people you praising. You got to be clear about the things you standing for. And the stances that you saying is okay. You got your folks running around talking about, well, listen, for me, either side of the coin don't even matter. For real, it really don't even matter for me. Because honestly, I'm out the hood. I'm way out the hood. I'm super great. I'm chilling. So either way really don't matter. But if we're going to look at this realistically and factually, then that's what we got to do. And what that means is, one side of the coin is this. Okay, me and you is getting money. 2 years strong. We changing our family. Because this is what comes along with getting money. This kind of money. Right? Because we got to break down the psychology. It's deeper than, oh, we was getting money, you lied to me, I killed you. That's simple. Let's break it down a little deeper. Let's go a little deeper with this, right? For 2 years, we've been getting life-changing money. When I say life-changing, I'm talking about I'm watching you buy your mom's cribs, you watching me buy my mom's cribs, you coming to my kids' baby showers. We you know, buying all kind of Tonka toys. When birthdays come, I'm buying 30 bottles, you buying 30 bottles. When my birthday comes, this is what comes along with getting money, right? I buy you a car, you buy me a car. This is what comes along with getting real money. So it's deeper than when we on the block and we splitting fucking chopped cheeses and shit. It's a little different if for 2 years we was just on the block splitting chopped cheeses. I dig it, my nigga. We really not that cool. Like, we was just splitting chopped cheeses. But these guys was on the block copping Beamers and Benzes with each other. These guys was on the block feeding families, giving away hood Thanksgivings together. These guys was buying a family's cribs. These guys was taking care of the hood together. You don't get to say after 2 years, yo, I lied to you, you could smoke me. It don't work like that. And the odds of a man lying to you about something where we already eating stupidly is blasphemous. It don't even make sense. We make $250,000 a week. And they probably made more than that. I'm just throwing out numbers at this point. We make $250,000 a week around here. You think I'm gonna lie to you about 14 bricks? Maybe it was 20 bricks then. I'm gonna lie to you about 20 bricks? We sell 100 bricks a week? I'm the king of Harlem. Let's depict who Alpo is trying to say lied to him. Again, let's think deeper and not just listen to what somebody say out their mouth. A dirty Ratatouille. Ratatouille say, yo, he lied to me about the price of the Jones, bro. But why would he lie though? Let's think about for what? We making all this bread on a weekly, daily basis clicking. Not only is we making all this bread, I'm the king of my hood. Like, I'm talking about wherever I go, it's lit. Whatever I want to do is mine. Whatever block I go on, I'm God. What I'ma lie to you for? You knew. The homie brought you in through the homie and I met you. They sat outside. The way Alpo and Gangsta Lou met Rich Porter was because they sat outside on the motorcycle for hours waiting for Rich Porter and AZ to come outside, nigga. That's how they met. You didn't meet me. Oh, look, they cutting the live. Look, trying to reconnect. Thank you, Facebook. Let me live. Come on now. You didn't meet me. Alpo ain't meet Rich Porter on some partner. Like, yo, I'm running my side. You running your side. Let's make this happen. No. Alpo was getting money on the east side, doing his little thing. Rich Porter was running the West. And if you know anything about the West, man, yeah, the feds is watching. But this is all known fact. This ain't nothing news breaking. This is just coming direct from a Harlem dude. So if you're not from Harlem, or if you're not loopy in Harlem, you might not have heard this or you might not know this. But anybody from Harlem, from uptown, from the east side for real, these are not new stories. This is all old news. When Alpo met Rich Porter, Alpo did not meet that man on some mutual, let's be partners. Like how Jay-Z came to Def Jam, yo, we gonna do this together. Nah, it was not that. Rich Porter was running the West. If you from the West, if you from Harlem, you know what that means. He was running the West. Alpo knew Gangsta Lou. Gangsta Lou knew Fritz. Fritz, if you from Harlem already know, was running the east side. Fritz was running the east side. Like how Rich was, that's how Fritz was running the east side. Okay, cool. So Gangsta Lou is running with Alpo. They want to meet Rich Porter. Both of them, and it's not Gangsta Lou is OG. But I'm talking about in that moment, they was both workers. So to get the Rich, they had to sit outside of Rich building On the motorcycle. He was sitting there laying on the motorcycle waiting for Rich to come outside. He had to sit there and wait. Just wait it out. There wasn't no cell phones, wasn't no Instagram, wasn't no Facebook, none of that shit. He had to sit there and wait for this man. He waited for him to come down. And the mere fact that he waited for him to come down, Rich said, damn, you really, you dedicated. I could rock with you. He put you on. You didn't come to Rich mutually. Rich put you on. And changed your life. After Poe started messing with the West Side, after Poe came to the West, it got different. It got real different for Poe after he started rocking with the West. So don't paint the picture that you just met this man and, you know, he lied to you. Listen, I put you on the game. You came over here and started eating. Even if I did lie to you about the price of the bricks, if you were smart, you figure it out. You're not going to plug me. That's why I probably was never really about that. Because why I'm going to lie to you about the price of bricks and we all rich? Think about that. You think the owner of your local McDonald's is going to lie about the price of burger patties? Yo, they really $3.99. Yo, they really $1.99. No, he's clicking. He's making $50,000 a day, $100,000 a day. He don't care. Yo, this is how much they cost. You want them or not? They going to sell anyway. What I'ma lie to you for? Because Rich brother was kidnapped by the uncle? No, I'm getting so much money out here. My uncle kidnapped my brother. That's how much bread I'm getting, son. That's how, let me speak for Rich one time. That's how much money I'm getting, B. My own uncle kidnapped my nephew trying to get to my bag because he know I got it and I'm going to give it up. What? You kidding me? What Rich going to lie to Poe about the price of bricks for? Rich went and got all them bricks on the arm for his little brother. What you mean? Come on, son. Come on. Sometimes you just got to think a little bit. You just got to think. If Poe was so good after that, if him smoking Rich was so cool because he lied, if that was a valid reason, why wasn't he able to still be in Harlem? Why did he go to D.C.? Tell me, riddle me that, Riddler. What's up? Why AZ ain't go to DC with him? Why AZ ain't go to DC with Alpo? Come on. And we ain't even gonna get into what Alpo did in DC because I'm not from DC. But we heard about all the stories, dudes he rocking with. DeMonico. He's rocking with a dude, DeMonico. Long story short, DeMonico did something he ain't like. And at the end of the day, he walked up to DeMonico, gave him a dap. And as soon as he gave him a dap, DeMonico's head got blown off. Not by Alpo, but by his shoulder. Come on. So, you know, we gotta think. When we hear these stories and we post these opinions, no doubt, all that's cool, but understand what's going on. Understand what outside look like. Understand how outside operates. Right? It don't go like that. Especially not with somebody who put you on. Cause put on, we not talking about sneaker money. We not talking about, going out Mr. Child money. We talking life-changing money. Put your kids and your cousins and your aunties through college money. We talking foreign whips whenever you want money. Trips in and out the country whenever you feel like it. Shopping sprees for whatever female you want. That's what we talking about here. It's different. And if I introduce you to different, it's very few reasons on the list you get to smoke me, fam. You could stop working with me. You could stop rocking with me. You could be my competition. We could fight in the backyard. Why? Because off the respect that you put me on, OG. That's order. And that's honor. And that's why outside is dead. And that's why we keep seeing these ratatouilles getting finitoed out here. You know? Big shouts out to other rappers that find themselves in situations. And these ain't even rappers. These is what the rappers want to be. These is what the real deal what these rappers portray. Right? And we see them in the same situations. They get caught in situations and then come up with excuses as to why they ratatouille'd. And now why outside is not real. And why it's all a fraud and everybody's fake. That's what Nicky Barnes did. Nicky Barnes got rapped, held it down, but found out his homies was hitting his girl, and then ratatouille'd. As an excuse. That's not an excuse to ratatouille. Yo, they started hitting my shorty, so I told on them. There was no loyalty there. Boy, stop. They probably was hitting your shorty while you was out, my guy. You just ain't know, my guy. Come on, son. We just gotta think a little bit. We listen to these stories and these excuses of why they ratting, and then everybody pick a side like, oh well, that's why he ratted. There is no ratting. When you pick out the I'm outside flag, once you start doing illegal activity with a crew, a conglomerate, and a unit, there is no ratting, bro. Regardless of what they do to you. Because when you picked up that outside flag, that I'm outside, I'm with the snitz. Once you become with the snitzel, once you say, yo, I'm with the schnitzels, all that going to tell the police is going to tell mommy. When we was little, tattletailing wasn't cool. No matter what your brother did, you could have tapped him on his head and he knocked you out. Bing! You don't get to go tell mommy. No, don't tell mommy. You're going to be okay, Aldo. But now, we get to make excuses while we ratatouille. We get to make excuses while we smoked our business associates that changed our lives, bro. Nah, we don't. You know why? Because lo and behold, you did all that time in jail, was a government informant, and look what happened. 3:20 Halloween morning, they smoked your boots. They put you in the air fryer on high. Finito, out of here. Government hit, hood hit. Maybe they didn't even know who Sonny was. Either way it go, either way you try to play it, my boy, karma is a dish best served cold, homie. And the truth of the matter is this. I'm happy Harlem ain't gonna never have to argue again no more, boy. You know, Nicky Barnes, I don't even know if he's still alive, but if he not, he old and decrepit. But the point is, we don't gotta deal with no more ratatouilles, B. Because with him living, standing, walking around, at least not no more outright ratatouilles. You ain't gonna be a ratatouille in the hood face no more, that's for sure. And I'm sure your boy 6 Nizzle is shaking in his boots. I'm sure my boy 6 Nizzle is like, ooh, well, damn. Because he fast forwarded. See, Alpo ratted and still did 20. He did 25 out of a 35. That's because he smoked 14 people. Pure psycho. Yeah, no, he not. You think he not. Think he not. The same way Alpo thought he was in. Same way Poe went through jail, went through all that and was good. No scars on his face, nothing. And then they toasterize your toaster strudel 320 on the Ave, my boy. It's a cold world, boy. You better bundle up. You better bundle up. And this is why it's always a big shout out to the real ones And for everyone that stood tall when the time was right, because you get honored. You get the Larry Davis treatment when you come home, boy. Red carpet rolled out, blue carpet, whatever color you like, rolled out for you. Because at the end of the day, see, the real hood ain't gonna never say it in your face. The real hood ain't gonna jump on social media. Nah, don't worry, we just waiting. Nah, don't worry, we gonna clip them. The real hood ain't gonna do that. See, and the real hood might have even sat back and said it wasn't worth it. But once you did that video talking about where you dropped Rich and how it went down and how it was Rich for, he lied to me. Who you? This is what these West Side dudes is thinking. Who you? What you mean? My uncle been getting money with Rich. This the reason why I got the block now. This is how they thinking. If you outside, if you know about outside, come on. Outside don't forget nothing, boy. And don't ever think because they let you rock that they let you rock. All they did was let you rock. There's rules to this. There's rules to this. That's why you got to get right or get lost. I got lost. I said, yeah. Pew, I'm out of here. Why? Listen, man. If making millions was that easy, people will be doing it in a different way. So if we able to come out here and make millions, we doing something special. We doing something that you gotta respect. All that because I lied to you and that's not real gangster stuff. We all like to believe we know what real gangster stuff is, and we all, oh yeah, nah, yo, this was gangster, dawg, son. Word too, son. I woulda, yo, word, nah. Nah, G. It don't work like that. It does not work like that. Why don't it work like that? Once he killed Rich, he killed the entire operation. You understand me? That's why it don't work like that. That's why that's stupid. Homie, you making millions with lied to you about the price of bricks so you smoke them and ruin the entire operation. That's retarded. How many of these rappers are getting lied to by these labels, but they're making millions, so they sucking it up and keeping it moving? Stop it. How many of y'all getting lied to by your boss every day? Every day your boss is lying to you. When your boss tell you have a good day, he lying. He could care less. Go to work. So now we say it's Gucci. Now that wasn't even his boss. That was his business associate. It wasn't his mans. They knew each other for 2 years getting money. That ain't your mans. Just because I knew you 2 years we getting money, that don't mean you're my mans. But see, that's the thing. That's the problem. Respect is owed to business associates as well as your homeboys, if not more. Because if you and your business associates wasn't so tight and things wasn't clicking, would you have homeboys? Would you be so lit out here if in reality you ain't connect with me and get all this money? You might have been alright. You might have been turned on. But would you have been lit? Listen, man. These are all my opinions, B. This is all alleged. It's just a Harlem nigga. It's my thoughts on the situation. And being from Harlem, and being from the east side and growing up on the west side, I got all rights to speak my opinion on said situation. You know, it's whack whenever black life is lost especially in a murder situation. But karma don't forget nobody. Karma don't forget nobody. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. It ain't what you do, it's how you do it. And you can't be judged by no man, but you sure can be killed by one. So you might want to step lightly and work smarter, not harder. You dig? You understood? You under picking any what I'm saying? We got 4 minutes left, man. I want to shout out Harlem. I want to shout out Harlem on this one. Not for the reasons that you think. That's petty. I want to shout out Harlem for this one. Because at the end of the day, it's another legendary story about them guys from Harlem, man. It's just another legendary story about them guys from Harlem. You know, right, wrong, or indifferent. All publicity is good publicity. It's a matter of opinion whether him getting smoked is good or bad. It's a matter of opinion whether his decisions were good or bad. You know, you can pick your own side. You can pick how you feel. You can pick what you think. But what's very important here, before you think about going outside, before you attempt to go outside, before you call yourself outside, know the rules are outside. Understand the dynamics of outside. Understand there's no expiration date on the consequences of outside. And if you can live with all that, reap the benefits of outside. Live it up. Do it up. And whatever may come from it, enjoy that. Whether it be 75 million or 75 years in a can, enjoy it. Wear that like a badge of honor. Because you can't wear ratting. There is no wearing, explaining. There's just not. There's just not. Now, being a bad businessman, a bad business associate, hey, you got to live with that, the consequences of that too. Obviously, the decisions homie made as a businessman cost him millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. So if that makes sense to you, if that seems like the right thing to do, go for it. Go for it. But understand that who you step on your way up are going to be the same ones waiting to step on you on your way down. So be careful and walk light. Keep your cup full. It'll keep you relaxed. Keep you stress free. It's your boy Suave Guard. You already know. It's another Tuesday in the free world. So you know we here. You can bite the style, but you might break your teeth. Rock with your boy, how I rock with you, man. Make sure y'all hit up that Google, man. All you gotta do is hit that Google search engine, Safari search engine, Bing, I don't know, whatever the kids are using. Just Google Forever 9-5. All the videos, all the content, everything will come up immediately. I want to thank any and everybody who took the time to stop through this podcast. You can buy anything in the world, but you can't buy time. So I thank you for sharing that with me. Again, I can't say enough. We're going to be reverting this to YouTube. I know I've said that so many times that you guys do not believe me at this point, and I get that. But the God vlogs will be moving to YouTube. So if you want to stay in tune with this luxurious content, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. So every time I drop something new, you could be well in tune. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Um, Other than that, man, be loyal, be true, be real to you. It's your boy Suave God. I'm out. That was a goodie. That was a goodie.